The following video may contain coarse language and subjects that may not be suitable for younger audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
What's this? Ew. Ew! You mean to tell me that they've been using nasty imp things for their juices?
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the
Alright, start to continue. Why is a guy selling in the middle? Oh, at least she bought one. Oh, never mind. That wasn't very nice. What is with that fur? Oh, that was fun. Ah, I see. Someone stole it. God, the things, man. Yep. Like anybody waking up in the morning, drinking their coffee, very, you know, honey Gyrios, of course. Got another hot water thing on there. Oh, that's not even gears, it's just cereal bowls. Bad breath day. Nice. Oh, she just realized someone stole her blueprints. And those two were just sleeping on the job. Oh my god, the music. Okay, bad guy. Plus time clocks equals Earth on fire. Ooh, time. Yeah, ooh, not good. What's wrong with the graphics? Or the fuzz anyways? They look too fuzzy. Is the graphics okay? Oh, okay, nice showing off, buddy. A video game. Cool. What does that have to do with what we need to do? Oh. You're using the fridge. Not my cool wrist thing. Dynamite Studio presents Clive N Wrench. Very nostalgic kind of block. Okay, before I start anything, let me just show you a cool thing. So, you know back in the day when they used to have those, old school, like when you used to play on the PS1, where you would do a code in order to play some demos, right? Well, if you did the same code... Spiral the Dinosaur... Yeah. Jeff and Dexter... Wally... Yeah, so it's just... It gives you an achievement, but it's supposed to give you an idea like, oh yeah, so... We're only playing the demo, which is literally just the game, right? But we already seen that. But hello! Welcome to Clive N Wrench. Some interesting things about this game is the fact that back in 2018, like this game has been in development for like such a long time if you watch through its history. However, as far as my involvement with this game, I was one of those people that helped on the Patreon. So because of it, my name's in the credits. And you can see here. But anyways, regardless of that, I will state that I have done something interesting as far as new and the music is just all over the place. But yeah, so we'll just continue with this. So this game is heavily inspired by a lot of stuff. Two things in particular. One is Bugs Bunny, A Time Back in Time, I think. And then the other one is this game, which is known as... Oh, hold on. Yeah, I didn't load into the thing I wanted to. Yeah. Anyways, what I did wanted to point out is that I have played a little bit of this game beforehand, namely, okay, so that's why I just saved it from before. Right. So, something to keep in mind is, anyways, I have played through this game as far as things go. Beta tested. If you looked at my archive channel back in 2018, I did look at two versions, namely the Peiju Mob Bog, and also the Great Ween. But I have played through a bit of that. So this part 1 anyways is gonna go all the way up until the Mog Bog, and then we're gonna go to these three and these three, and then final parts, I guess. Or hold on, let's just see this. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yeah, so that's what we'll do instead. So we'll go through all these up until the Great Ween, what I've done before, and then we'll just do the Mob Bog, which is after that. The Tombs is where I have not played the game before. So, anyways, another fun achievement is if you did this. Yep, that's uncalled for. Only person you can do that for. Hey you two, if you need to brush up your advanced moves, check out the orientation room I've set up. Otherwise, onward and upward to the next era. Alright. You got the Banjo-Kazooie talking thing. And by the way, you do need to go into here because you have to get some timepieces in order to do that. So orientation kind of gives you an idea here. Alright, the other inspiration to this game is, for some strange reason, Muppet Monster Adventure. And the reason you will know that is if you actually listen to the music. There's that whistling. Very iconic for that game. Anyways, just telling you A button here. Q2 to give you a double jump. Slide for a long jump. Right. So we got this one here, which we made it through. Again, this is a charming game for what it is. RB, jump high. The platforming as far as the actual moving around goes actually feels very fluent. Oh yeah, and then there's this feature here, which will actually tell you where the timepieces are, so in case you don't know, they're right over here. Oh, and I see something here. Which, yeah, I died. I've seen something that I want to see, but I don't know my things properly, unfortunately. But don't worry. I know my way around this. I'm hoping to make some fun of this, but like I said, up until Cave and Moblog, I already kind of pointed things out previously, so if you're curious, you should just look at that stuff. But yeah, it is interesting regardless. Dog detective, find the hidden husky. Happy Easter egg. That's cute. Yeah, so I'm wondering if that was a random husky, or if that's just something, you know, cute that they wanted to do. Well, that was worth it. I guess, try again. No lives, but you do have, what do you call it? Things. Yeah, the whistling, by the way, is crazy. Why did I do that? Great introduction, Grim. Seriously. You're trying to give some good impressions of this game, and immediately you're like, nah, let's just keep dying. That's always good. Perfect, even. Right? But anyways. So now it shows us this, the helicopter thing I showed you about, or used. So press X to dive, and then LB to kind of... Although that's kind of wrong, you have to actually do B for some reason in order to go down. And then A kind of makes you go forward. So again, it's a little bit wonky, but, you know, they did try their best here. And, yeah, so the B button kind of lets you type. And of course the yellow kind of gives you, like, talking on stuff. One of the fun things about this game is that it has, space between time. What do you call it? One of the best things about it is that it has ragdoll physics. Right? What is this? Nice job. I think we're ready for the real thing now. See if you can spot the vortex exit with the first person mode right stick. Yeah. And by the way, that's the monkey talking. And if I do this... Hold on. It's detecting something over there. Alright, well, I'm gonna... Oh wait, there's something over... No. No, that's just... That was just nothing. But okay. Yeah, so it's very odd, but anyways. Let's just go back into here. So... Yeah, so anyways. Now we have enough points, we can go through here. They did add a few more interesting little Easter egg and nods, basically from the other game. Not the other game, but in this game, there's like a bunch of references as far as things go, but yeah. And then here's a cute thing. The ketchup Tommy K. So just do that to kind of add a bit more. Yeah, okay. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about, the physics. Gray Box 2.0, unofficial magazine. Anderson Peeps, Alien Slime Adventure, drink it all the time. Every new GBA reveals... Yeah, so it's just a bunch of little gimmicky references. Balancing travels. Again, it just references to actual... A lot of... Like, there's a lot of references if you actually keep a keen eye, especially for this particular area. because a lot of it, like, you know, Bad Breath Day, basically is talking about, so let's see, Fairy Planter and the Dungeon of Mystery, the Philosopher's Brick, Froggy 2, Dusty 3D, Hawkin 3, Mulligang Karting, Little Stew, Bub and Baz, Space Blasters. Yeah, so like a bunch of that stuff here. And then you got, they go as far as to actually do this, where they're like, you know, adding, yeah, it's funny. So they're adding screenshots and making it seem like it's actually part of the game, or the things you call it. Oh yeah, here's the other thing. So the other thing about this game is that it references other platformers at the time, because this was coming out during the time when 3D platformers weren't a thing. So, you know, we finally got something that resembles that, which is hence why I was so interested in the project, that and if this gave stuff available during that time. Again, my hope is to make some funny content with the game, but, you know, I'll try my best. But, anyways, I'm gonna go through here. What is this? Space? Yeah. So, you're hearing music, and that's part of the first little reference key here from other games, namely Atom Ball. And what's funny is if you actually sleep next to this thing, if you press like this, on top of it, you get an achievement, which is basically just like, yeah, it's boring. Got this, which is supposed to be a Spyro initiative. And then I think there's, yeah, so that one right there, that one's supposed to be a musical platformer. It has not come out as of yet, of this recording, but it is on the way. Anyways. So a lot of references, lots of key details and stuff, and bringing you back in nostalgia, especially if you're an old man like myself. It is fun regardless, though. Just curious for things. Yeah, I'm going back there. Don't worry, I'm gonna kill the robot. Robot dead. Robot achieved. An insect's journey. Right. So anyways, we got that going on here. I believe the only thing I didn't get to do is the catch-up thing, because there's an achievement for that. So, make sure to do that when I can. Find some, just splat it as much as possible. I have to go back up on the bed. I don't think I'm supposed to do that, but oh well, I did. The Vampire Hunter. But yeah, it's a bit fluid. It's not like, I wouldn't say as fluid as, say, the Hat Kid back in the Hat in Time, which this game also references, by the way, but the Catranos. But, you know, still. So, that's not bad. Used skateboard. Then Sue got some physics, which is always fun. But anyways. And there's another one. Yeah, for good measure, to squish all the ketchup. Because there's an achievement. Anyways, let's go in here, our first level, our introduction level, as it were. Which is an interesting gimmick where you actually play inside the actual area that they live, supposedly. But you're small. Hence, Bunny, I Shrunk the Chimp. Yeah. So let's play some adventure games. First, Squish. So this game has some interesting, cute little, you know, details here, but still. Oh yeah, you got this here. Professor Nancy. These ancient stones are what I've been assumed, Darkus is after. Supposedly they possess great power, which in Dr. D's hand doesn't sound good. They should, however, come in handy for opening boss doors in the space between time. Sounds good. Maybe the first, certainly not the last. Yeah, so gives you some cute things here. Do this. Dryer opens, got this. Has your mother sold her mangle? Anyways. Hey, you found me! Looks like you don't need me to tell you that you can talk to people for pressing Y. Oh, but be on the lookout for yellow striped poles. They're less slippery than most and can be climbed. Sounds good. There we go. Watches are visual representation of tears and space-time recklessly caused by Dr. Darkus. Simply pick them up to patch up the continuum. Grab enough of them and we'll be able to track Darkus to another era. I believe that's how you say his name. But again, this is the guy who mispronounced names a bunch of times, so I would not be surprised. Be careful, it looks like enemies ahead. Some of them have patrol routes. Some fly and others even fire projectiles. Almost all of them can be defeated with a quick spin attack, though. Good to know. Yeah, robot. Harrison Farms. Sweet corn. Harrison Farms remembers. Collecting stuff. Watches represents different timepieces, which makes sense. Another carrot cake. Carrot cake. Feeling groggy? This should prep you back up to full health. Also, by the way, I saw these little things and I thought, oh, because she's big and I'm small, right? But then, no, apparently you find out that she's also small, so... yeah, I guess just because they're supposed to... I don't know. I guess they had an idea and then they changed it midway. But then again, it's just... my initial thoughts. I'm trying to make sure I get everything here. And, again, a lot of these little things are referencing things from other parts of the game. Anyways, let's talk to you. Gordon Summer. Hello there, young man. Can you help me? I was teaching my kids to fly when my wings got damaged by that awful purple elixir. Please, if you find them, can you let them know where I am? I can reward you kindly. Alright, good to know. Yeah. See ketchup? Just simply splat it. Oh yeah, and I see red guy. Let me just take care of him. Whoa, okay, that was physics if I ever did see one. Also, there was a weird glitch. Let me just try to see if this happens. Yep, there it is. Yee, I'm flying! Yay. Yay, glitch! Anyways, there's a bee. Yay! Found one. So it gives you some ideas with what, which things are we going to be able to do as far as, things go. Like, you know, the types of things we got. Alright. Yep. I helped us open that up, which is good. The banana. Screenshots of stuff that will happen in the game later, because again, time is wonky at the moment. Supposedly. And then yeah, purple stuff hurts us. The lean, if you can believe it. Lean is bad? I didn't think that. Oh my god. Very good. Oh yeah, key. We need the keys. Some of these platformers are like great as far as when it comes to playing through them, but when it comes to commentary, I mean, to make it fun entertainment, that's one thing, but, you know. Anyways, I'm gonna try my best. Let me just go back here. Yeah. And he's dead. First Y for toast. Good. Go. The Mildred reaction. Yeah. Words. The words. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't like water. Okay. Careful, environment hazards is everywhere. Fire can burn. Who knew? Yeah, who knew indeed. Anyways, baked beans. And yeah, so then we got this here, so... Don't ask questions, just let it happen. So we just need 2 more of the bee kits, and then we're all good to go. Which, supposedly, we can actually do just fine. Now, I'm not sure if there's more catch-up things. There might be, but we don't know. Careful, some enemies are sneaky. You can normally figure out where they're near from audio or contact clues. Alright, cool. Speaking of, one's coming up, which is a spider. Oh god! And now the goriest death. My god. That's horrendous. Like like other characters are like, haha, funny ragdoll, but when it comes to Spider, no, it's like immediately just dead. So I have to wait, unfortunately, because can't be done. Just so there's something here to tell us the living room. Yep. So far, so good. Hey, it's me, Mrs. Stain the Obvious. These checkpoints will save your location in space-time, just in case you need an ultimate fate. Yeah. It is I, Captain Obvious. Anyways. My god. Again, some of these are referencing, like, actual cover art, and then not cover art, but actual album art, right? The famous things. Wait, so they're the elixir in can form, and they're drinking that. Wonder why. Aha, a safe! Looks like it's locked tight. 5 keys should do the trick, though. Yep, thank you, Captain Obvious. I see another spider. Oh, I got it. Been on the sauce, so I got all the ketchup. Good. Music is interesting, I'll give it that. Like, it fits the game to its, like, cheery nature, but at the same time, it's also very... It's odd. But anyways, yeah, so now that opened up. We can continue on, but not just yet. But not yet! Let's have a few things to look around and do. So... that will be something we'll be getting ahead of ourselves. Collecting things is my key. Monkey and me will do it no matter what. Monkey. My key. Alright, so we got another B-kid. Oh, that's all of them. Yay! Look at that. Everyone's happy. Oh, look. Another spider to senselessly murder. That is the goriest thing. I swear, that is so gory. A web of highs. Yeah. Again. Horrible fate. And there's his head. My god. That's horrible. Oh my god. That's horrendous. Alright, so I got another key, so I need 4 more. Hopefully his head just disappeared because I really don't want to be playing around with that for a bit. Oh, I got a happy. Some of these games is charming. Oh god, the physics. Physics, my man. What is it? In this game, we don't know. We don't know what physics are. Here. That. I feel so bad for these imps. I've just been knocking the senseless out. just pretend that didn't happen. Try that again. I know what to press the buttons for and not pressing the wrong ones. Anubis and Tut's Curse. Again, some of these references you might go, oh, I know what that's referencing. Other ones are just like, I don't know. Big button opens door, obvious. Well, actually, no, not obvious. Wait, hold on. Well, if the thing's there... The game makes no... Hold on, let me read the book. What is this? Bank robbery for morons. Candy oak tree. One of the villains, one of the bad guys, made a book. Let's go back up to the bees. I need that. Sting operation. Q. Anyways. Let's continue on our adventure down below. And yes, the steam hurts you when you're small. What's that going on here? This. Oh yeah, oh my god, look at this little guy. How on earth? Looks like my little brother Snatcher has stolen away with someone. My reading shows he's between eras though, so quick Wax should send him home. Interesting, says little brother. It's supposed to be like a reference to... Yeah, like look at this thing. Weird. Because it's supposed to be like Rizzo from the game. That, you know, it's supposed to be referencing at some point. Yeah. Slippery when wet. This is the last area, by the way, is this thing here. So I have to get... There's one more in here, and I have to get the keys. Should do it. Checkpoints. Good. Oh yeah, and this. Knees and toes. A joke on heads and shoulders. That's fun. Haha, funny. Although most switches are simply belly flops, RB, sometimes they need a little more, you know, basically press B. And yep, that lets the whole... Yeah, I'm glitched, thank you. So it didn't that happen, so now everything is just... Yep. And yeah, I would have to swim back in here in order to get what I need to get. By the way, God forbid you actually end up, didn't get the guy or the other thing before you did that, because I think that would be like an ooh-oh-oh. I don't think there's a way to to shrink the... I'm trying to think, there is a game that kind of plays around with this idea where you're small, right? But at some point, if I remember correctly, oh, and they actually do the, you know, Banjo-Kazooie Donkey Kong thing where they change the audio when you go down, which is cute. But, well, you have to keep building up the area with water and whatnot, and just kept going up and up and up before it got so ridiculous with the amount of water that's being produced. Which is like, okay, I think that's enough. Anyways. Got this going on here. There's a key. Now open the lock. Now I have to go up there to get the lock. Oh yeah. Hold on. Try to go down. Music is nice though. I'll give it that. Oh yeah, God forbid I actually die here. Oh. Fortunately, I don't die because I am platformer expert god. No, no. not mistaken, I think everything here should be... Yeah. So, everything else that we need would be down here, so let me just go get the, go back all the way up. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's great. Exactly what I wanted to have happen. Faith as houses. So now, just have to go back and finish it because that also has where we need to go. And the things I was talking about, right? Like I thought, oh, that's because, you know, we're small and she's big, right? But no, like, look at this. What are you doing here? You're supposed to be... Whatever, like, yeah. Well done for finding me. My wrist mount time machine allows for much more accurate re-entry coordinates. I promise we'll sort entries navigations out when we get a moment. Yeah, okay. I will say it's cute with the whole, you know, eco-bokum, that ooga-booga noises, but at the same time it can get a little annoying. Yes, 100% now. And yeah, this is what I'm talking about, like, you found it. Sorry that you don't re-enter that time stream with the time machine, but we just don't have time to improve on the prototype while Darkus is still at large. Let's hop in and we'll head back to the space between time. Sounds good. If I know how to press buttons, would be best. But anyways, we have enough of these coins. I mean, I call them coins, but it's, you know, clocks. That we're able to enter the next area. Which is... Yeah, so now we can enter in the Great Wen. Which is interesting because the other areas, in order to unlock them, we have to complete the bosses. Yes. Hey, you two, if you need a yeah, so... Yeah, okay, so she doesn't change her dialogue. But, and this is the interesting thing, so if you go over here, costumes change, which is a cool little touch that they actually did before. Because previously this never was the case. It is now, but, you know, it's still fun. And then the music changes too to fit the mood. But anyways, yeah, Wind's Chapel. Right, and then of course, a lot of references to other games, or no, part of the other games' lores. But then you get, you know, wanted, you know, 600 pounds, through the Rippers for crimes of vandalism and attacking on the media. And you got the Hat in Time reference, which I made a mention of during my coverage before. Boxing Bonehead versus the Automation, the struggling match of the century. Alright, yeah, so then we got Lady Cass, Hustle Favorite Lillian. Yeah, so again, interesting indeed. But it is also quite fascinating at the same time with how he designed all this. So in order to get the boss, I have to get 16, and I got 10 so far, which means I would have to get 6 more in order to complete to get the boss. Which, for me, I'm a 100% completionist, so we'll get everything just fine. And we'll ignore that glitch for some reason. Not to be confused, but still, it is rather concerning. Not too concerning, but still somewhat concerning. Yeah, it's weird. Oh, roll tool. Okay, so this is the odd thing. For some reason, some areas you have to load into a new area, while others is inside the actual main hub world. Very odd. I don't know why. I guess it's because if something's really big, it, you know, rather to load in its own separate thing. But yeah, that is to be expected. I have to pause now. Okay. Right, so now let's just go ahead and finish going to this world. Yeah, so like some of the sound effects of the whistling and all that does come from like the Muppet monster. Might be something I play in the future. But yeah, if you've seen my old gameplay back in 2018, these all look familiar. And yeah, one of the things is having somebody get run over by, yeah, like, see this guy? Probably is gonna get run over. Yep, here it is, watch. This seems like a good place to start. Darkest Factory seems to be his main base of operation. I hear rumors about his imp possibly being clones in there too? Definitely worth investigating. Alright, that's about right. Yeah, poor guy, he died. Yeah, so I want to go over here real quick because there is a new character that did get added from before. I want to see. Oi! Yeah, come on, you. Stop getting stuck. Let's get run over. I could hit him, but you know, this is more funnier. Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't get died? That's a shame. Oi! Where your license, mate? I seem to be stuck, I did. Oh god. Alright. There you go. Give me the cake. Now let's see if he gets flung out like way long ago. Okay, here it goes. Ah, that's sucky. Anyways. Yeah, down here this guy's just gonna, he's one of the guys that we have to do something from. A bodger. Hello, Governor. I hope this ain't asking too much, but me kids ain't been took by that horrible Darkus fiend. Any chance you pair could keep a paper's peel for them? Yeah, will do, buddy. Anyways, we're gonna be going all back with all this stuff, but I did meet a character that I found something of, but for some reason I had no idea who this character is. He's out of nowhere. Anyways. Yay! Weird glitch. Yeah, this guy over here. Like... Karma Llama? Hello, travelers. I am a member of the clan of the Karma Llamas. We are an ancient family destined to travel ancient scrolls for our local knowledge. If you find one and bring it to me, I may be able to help you on your quest. Alright. Yeah, so he basically gives you a hint once you give something to him. And by the way, that does open up another thing. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna come all the way back here again. I'm just gonna be doing. Ooh, hey, no, that's not what I want to see. I'm gonna be all over the place. Again, they got sneak peeks at other characters that we have to be dealing with for some reason. Anyways, I am hearing... There. Pork kid. There you go. Yay! Yep. Cute! I saved kids! Need 3 more. Yay! Anyways. Bunch of stuff. I'm sorry, bird. A pigeon, are you okay? Oh, okay. He just wanted to chill. Just like the rat. He's just vibing. The rap is vibing. The rat. Yeah. Wonky indeed. There we go. That's so weird. Hold on a second. Agent stones. Oh, that's interesting. Options. Oh, so this is the graphics. I could control how it looks, but guess not. Anyways, just making sure I got all the funny coins. What? Okay, so there's no... wait a minute, they do stuff. Why are some of the animations buggy? Like, some of them actually, you know, do what they're supposed to be doing. Meanwhile, for some of them, they're just doing their flying animation. Yeah, they're supposed to be like this. Yeah, look at this. What's going on over there? Okay, that's... This game is charming. That's all I can say. Solid workmanship. Yeah. Way to be, you know. Whoa, okay. Oh, that's... I can climb. Hung in the draw quarters. Can I actually climb? No, yeah, I'll go to this box in a minute. I'm actually gonna be... That's the last thing I'm gonna be doing, actually. Anyways, let's go into here. Now this pub guy is actually new compared to before. This guy who's a drunken maniac. Yeah, he's just doing that. Why aren't you playing? There you go. And then they fix some things up, but... Barman Big L. Alright, lads. I hear whispers that you two are the ones looking for the ancient stones. Well, I won't be pretending under the... Oh, good day, you two. Welcome back. Alright. For those ancient... Well, I wouldn't pretend to understand why, but if it'll help knock old Darkus off his high horse, I'm all for it. Thanks, buddy. Let me just destroy your bottle on that. Yeah. Fun. Yeah, it's like, thank you for, like, here's the thing to help you in your adventures. Thanks. Here's your reward. Me destroying your establishments because I'm evil. Not evil. I'm a bad boy. That's what it was. Yeah, I hear you. Don't worry. Bad wolf. Yeah. Thank the Darkus and Olga. Greatest Scientist Show. Dr. Darkus Industries. Chestikov. He kind of looks like if Neo Cortex was just, you know, what do you call it? Insane in the membrane? Yes. Actually, no. Anyways, I could go down in that hole, but I do end up, actually, no, I should go there anyways, because it will be needed for something else later. Actually, you know, see, this is the thing, you can go all over the place and just explore, right? Like, there's no wrong or right way to go about doing what you want to do. It's just what you want to do first, you know what I mean? Museum. Museum of Natural History. Destroyed by vandals. Oh yeah, there's a little thing on there I'm gonna read, but it's jolly well doesn't belong in the museum. I like that art. That is art, alright. Yeah, so this sign here, like, look at this. Dear Clive N Wrench, if you're reading this, I'm amazed you got this far. If you really want me, you'll have to come find me atop my pyramid. All the worse, Pharaoh Cleopatra, I believe that's the 8th? No, the 7th. Yeah, it's the 7th. God, you know what's weird about... Oh, yeah. Anyways. She has a picture of her face, first of all. Like, how narcissistic is that? Second of all, I thought you would be doing it in, like proper English language there. Also, you're dead now, according to this timeline, so why should I care? I'll write this in the future, therefore I can just knock it up. That way they'll know. Oh, I hear noises. It's the Easter egg. I got you off. Good job. Yay for me. Yeah. It was. I do have to come back here anyways, so I will just go the proper route and then go around that way. Don't worry, I'll come help you in a moment. When I feel like it. That coin, or that clock, was actually the one that I was missing when I did my playthrough of this test run. But, yeah. The Lurum Morris evolution. Yeah. And what's funny about this is that, like I've mentioned here, so, like, Erectus, the near-deathness, Hailberginess, and Sapiens. So yeah, if you don't know, when he first started his game of Clive, this is what it looked like. Then we got this one, which was a little bit better. Then this one was actually the one with the demo, and it actually had, you know, a really beta version of Wrench. But then we have this one. Completes a cycle. So we went from going bigger and bigger into small again. Nice glitch. I am flying in midair. Perfect. Mind you, it goes away as soon as I do that, but yeah, we have to come back here to do, you know, this. What's interesting too, by the way, is that this rabbit character that's supposed to be in the Greece area, at first, I think his name was Robert, or Rob. He was advertising this guy to be like, this is the guy in the other area, but apparently not. He's not even the bad guy. He's just a guy. So I was like, why even have a statue? It's like, is he just put back here because they just, you know, gave up? Then we have to come back here to go back to the space-time thing. But yeah, beforehand, this area would be locked, right? Not anymore, because we've unlocked both walls. Oh. You know, we could just climb up here. So yeah, so let's do that. That's dead there. Fan art. Not fan art, but something on those lines. More characters. That's another character from this game here, which will be fun to look at because it's supposed to be more of a music thing. Staff only, and no, that doesn't mean you, Baroness. Alright. Dr. H.G. Darkus, museum's founder. Yeah, the Hall of Evil! Unitar. Amazing but flippant. We got Vad the Impaler. Impala. Enlightened, perhaps too much. Then we got the person who just wrote us bad, Cleopatra. Curiously killed the cat, Nosy. We are familiar with the Baroness Samdice, which with first person I've beaten. Just couldn't get the staff. Got a cute doggy. Yeah, and then we got Drew the Ripper, sold down the river. And yeah, I mentioned before, I was just like, yeah, you know, this guy's wanted, and yet here's a big statue of him. Right, and he has a little plushie of him. A little cute plushie. That's cute. But yeah, and then this is the one that I found funny. Dedicated to all the fallen members of the Imp Clone Army. Cute. Anyways. Oh yeah, let me just save it. And yeah. General Olga Chestikov, reliable leader of Dr. Darkus's army. Big woman. Cybro the Dragon needed improvement. Important figures, rock-solid people who've helped shape the world we know today. Cleara Topple. Shouldn't have been bouldered. Shouldn't have been bouldered. Yeah, shouldn't have been bouldered. Captain Bluebeard had the opportunity, but he blew it. And we got Arnis Mantis. Didn't size up his opponents. And last but not least, Annie Oaktree. Trained in vain. Yeah. I don't even know where he was, but there he is. Yeah, so then it brings us back up here. Yeah, where I was before. So this is all... Yeah, so... Interesting. Interesting indeed. Back and outside we go. I think that should be everything that we have right now. Yeah, I will go into the downstairs in a moment. But first I want to get everything outside here before doing so. Because there are some things I need to do. Ah, classic Big Ben. That's for sure. Anyways. And he's dead. Purple clock behind that, which is very evil. Again, most of this has just been just playing the game. But, you know, nothing's bad about it. It's just... Usually I like to make content that is for the funnies, or just entertaining, but this is more so just being like, oh, this is just focused. And I feel like I'm gonna have to do this in order to... Just because of the fact that I actually had help making this. So, or not, what I mean is fund it, not help. I mean, I guess I played a bit of the beta, but, you know, I feel like I didn't do a whole lot. Unfortunately, but my name's in the credits, so I'm partially to blame. I know a friend of mine hated this because of the fact that it ran horribly on the PC. But so far, my PC, or PC I'm running this on, is far and dandy, so... Yeah, of course. Why do I want to hit... I pressed the attack button and not the use... wrench like a helicopter button. There we go. So there we have that. Interesting indeed. Right. Got a few more steps there. And I gotta do this. I have to fly over there. Don't worry, I'll go over there in a moment. But for now, let me go over here. To grab this stuff. Never mind. Let me just do that and then grab this. There, finally. Alright. So. He's dead. Got my cake piece back. And let's just talk to him again. And now he does something else. Thank you for the scroll. I hear sewers can be tricky to navigate. Apparently, 2 hidden buttons open separate areas. Once you're down there, you'll need both to escape. Good to know. Very important. Anyways, I'm gonna come over here to get the money. I call it the monies, but not really. Oh, and then there she is again. Nearly ancient history. Hey, you two. I really don't like this place. Too much of Darkus face everywhere gives me the creeps. Anywho, I brought that stone from an odd bloke called Trotter. Alright. Good job, Nancy. Hope you didn't pay an arm for a leg for it. I'm sure Trotter... Wait, hold on. Is it... Did you say Trotter or someone else? Hold on. Let me go back. Yeah, go on. Yeah, Trotter. Okay. The reason I was looking at that is because part of the reason I kind of was looking into this game for Charming is that there is a cameo to a certain other character. A certain salesman, let's say. And what's fun about it is that there's going to be a remake coming out this year, which I will be recording that again because, you know, I have history with that game as well, so it only makes sense. But anyways, I think that's it for out here, so let's now go in behind the sewers. There we go. Now we're down in the sewers. And there's no way to escape unless we do the thing that the guy told us to do. And as I can see, there's that. Nice. Yeah, okay. Cool. Love the flinging animation for some of these things. They're so goofy. Funny, but worth it. Anyways. Alright, now then. Oh, I got this. If only this was also a heat-seeking. I don't know what that's all about, but okay. Oh man, Darkus likes to put his face on everything, doesn't he? Very weird. What is it with villains putting their stuff on their, like, faces on, like, on everything? Like, they need to know, I've been here! It is me! Know my brilliance! Me. There's my Dr. Darius. No, is it Doctor? Whatever. There's my whatever voice. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on a second. What's this? Ew. Ew! You mean to tell me that they've been using nasty imp things for their juices? Disgusting. At that point, it was like, oh, ew, dude! What the fuck? Alright. Got the gears going on here. Whoa! You know, I should have been down here anyways, because I need to do this. What is that? Is that robots? Why are you making robots now? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were making invisible crates. That. Alrighty then. Cool. That's exactly what I want to see, is invisible crates. Fantastic. Anyways, I'm hoping that every one of these things is down here, because then that means that I'm done. We can face the boss, and then end the video. Isn't that fun, folks? Yeah, I know. It's sad, but gotta end someday. Oh God! Right. Anyways, there, I got him now. That's cool. I love the weird textures we got going on here. Again, the music. I'm liking the music. It's like, it's catchy, but it's also atmospheric in nature. Like, I'm a simple man. I see platform, me jump, me happy. It's generic, me no care. I mean, so long as there's entertainment to be had, and it's like, oh, this thing is janky, and I'm just like, ooh, me interested. How janky are we talking about here? You know what? Hold on a second. You know, I don't know why, but they make it look like heart shapes. Like, you know, oh, Dr. Darius has some formula for you. Yeah. Regardless, it's just special delivery. You know what? Oh, you know what? Hold on. I know this is very cliche, and this will probably never happen. I mean, it's probably not going to happen just because, you know, it's too on the nose. But, you know, because you have the guy look like him, why did you have the guy who voices Neo Cortex to voice this guy as well? The, Darkest. I feel like he looks like the guy who would have his voice. Right? Am I the only one? But yeah. It's like some of these characters, I look at them and I kind of can tell the voice already. Like, I can just vision the voice in my head. Although, you know, I think Olga doesn't talk, but still, it's just like if she did talk, she would talk in a certain way. And we got the glitch again. Yep. Perfect. Now, there is a thing I have to do in that office in order to actually... It's the invisible thing again. Let's pretend that doesn't exist. Yeah, so I have to hit the button real quick because I have to get a key and then come back into this room. So, might as well do that. Yeah, that was the only reason why I would have to do that in the first place, but... Anyways. Narcissism will get you nowhere. Let's see this. This is the... I'm sorry, I want to read the book. What is the book? What is this book? It is the book of I don't know. Zoom in. Encyclopedia... Yeah, alright. Anyways. Sleeping on dark, it's a boring office job. Yep, so honestly, that's the only thing I had to do. But then it's like, oh man, I'm bored. You know what? Yeah, I'm so bored of you, my dude. This is how I feel about you. Yep, put to sleep on top of your head. Your big bald head, how was that? Hmm? You have to come back here just to get the key. And then the kid's also over there, so I would have to get there anyways. But yeah, so I have to make some back travels. The artwork, by the way, I want to say this right now. The artwork, the reason the Hat in Time got featured so much is because the person who does it, I think his name is Luigi, he did the artwork for Hat in Time, and he's just like, I want you to do it for me, and that's what he did. So he commissioned the guy to do it. And I love this. So she has all the thing except for May, for the Employee of the Month, and then the only one that's there is this imp, generic imp, and he fell down. I wonder who did that. I'm just saying, man. It's like little keys, things like that. It's funny, right? Like little gags here and there, right? It's cute. Yep, and this is my life now. Okay, so see, it's like as soon as a new animation hits, then it fixes itself. But as soon as that's not there, and you know, I'm just realizing that no wonder the purple stuff, the lean, ended up hurting me is because it's filled with imp juice, which is not good. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there should be a few things here. Yeah, like the keys here. That got me that. That's weird. Where is the other kid? Did I miss? I must have missed them, but like where? That's what I want to know, because I could have sworn I got all of them before. Weird. Anyways, let me go get this back here. Office expanded. Okay, yeah, nice noise. Glitchy noise, that's always good. Alright, so what's this? The elixir cures Chlorea, typhoid, smallpox, severe fever, measles, rubella, constipation. Nice. It fixes everything. What does the bomb say? Side effects may include... It's too fuzzy to read what the side effects is, because he did that on purpose. He wanted it so... Oh, hold on. Maybe this is more clear. Let's see. Yeah, so death, blindness, something, into submission. I don't know. It's just... This game. This game, man. Why? Anyways. So all the backroom dealings. Yeah, so the only thing I need to do now is get the kid, which... Where did I got all of them, didn't I? I thought I did. Weird. Anyways. I thought I did. And I'm missing. Down there still? Alright. We're down here. Alright, where is it missing? Let's see. It's saying it's down here somewhere, but let's see. Where? This is a cool feature. I'm glad that they have this here. Because this does help me. Although it's stupid that I have to hold the button in order to actually see where this thing is, because otherwise... It's still straight. Still says it's straight. Now it's saying it's up. Yeah, it's up here. Oh wait, it's over here? Yeah. There. That's 95. Now it's outside. Right? Yeah, now it's saying let's go outside. Alright, anyways. So where? Oh, it's over there. Oh, why did that... That's stupid. Why did that happen? Where am I missing? Go up. This is weird. I've never missed anything during this. This is the first time this has happened. Because when I first played through this, everything was fine. Right? As far as going to getting everything goes, so... What am I missing? I'm still saying something. Unless they mean inside here, which... You know what, that's probably what it is, right? It's inside here again. Alright, where? It says it's over there. Let's see. It's in that area. Hold on, so... I'm thinking... Yeah, so... I don't know how I'm figuring this out. This is so bizarre. Oh, right. Great, I missed this character. Now I have to go all the way back to get the thing, and come all the way back here and then leave. Ah. You know, you guys who are watching this for the paid membership get to see the struggles I have to go through. Meanwhile, all the editing, like the free people, get to actually not have to deal with this. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that lovely? Yeah. go get to the happy dancing characters. Yep. Look at them dancing. A real badger honor. Work completed on time filled restored. Well, here's something interesting too. When there's nothing left. Oh, this kind of glitches. Actually, does it? Yeah, I don't know. It works when there's timepieces left, but then afterwards it's just like there should be like a option to show you when the button, like when it's done, it shouldn't open, or it should say like, you know, show something to say that yeah, you got everything. I know. Well, I mean, there's a bar right there that tells you exactly where it is, but you know what I mean. I don't know. This ignore me. Come on. Actually, what is on his backpack? Can I see? No? Camera doesn't want to do that? That's great. Oh, and by the way, I should have just ran, right? Yeah. Would have been a lot faster if I did this, huh? But, you know, hindsight is 20/20. Oh, well. Oh, my goodness, I forgot. Right. That's exactly what I want to have happen. There. Yep. The amazing floating monkey, everybody. And rabbit. There. Now we're done. Out of this world we go. Back in the fridge. Very weird. And we got to see this again. Can we skip it? No? Right. Fun. It doesn't get me back to... Like, I have to come back over here, which is so weird. Like, can I just not... Yeah. By the way, it's just... I find it interesting that they have... You know... Be quiet. Anyways. Go face the boss. Yep, because we go over here. Everything's completed. So now, boss defeated. And as you can see, it's snowing. So it goes from raining to snowing. So let's get the, you know, the boss. Drew the Ripper. There he is. In all his fuzzy glory. Oh, and he has the thing we need in order to move on. Bats, for some reason. Onion. A red onion, no less. Oh god, he's huge. What's he gonna do with his bad breath? Oh, I got the cold! Yeah, so this is one of those I'm gonna hurt myself boss. So this guy stands... Yeah, so he's throwing you, like, these scissors, right? And as you can see, there are lines, right? So, he's cutting the line. He's gonna hit himself. So this is basically kind of like what happened with one of the bosses for, Yeah, so this is like, the Fozzie, the werebear fight. And now he's gonna spawn this here. Yeah, so that's fun. Now I have to be careful because there's pairs of scissors that's flying at the same time. Okay. There's just 2 more left. 2 penguin. Right, 4 more heads. Gotcha. Oh god. And now there's 2 of them. Double the fun. Come on. Okay. That seems to be a trick. 2 more. And we're done. One more and we're gone. Come on. There we go. Did it. here's the Looney Tunes ass. The Looney Tune ass. He's like, oh, I got an idea. What is Wrench doing? Okay, so he's making... Right, he's making a board. Oh. Well, aren't that cute? Bye-bye. Bye. Yeah, okay. I assume I got the coin as well. But, yeah. Funny boss. Fun boss, indeed. Right. There we go. So that's it. That's the first 3 areas, basically. So, I guess I'll end for part 1. When we move on to the next part, we will do Cajun Mob Bog, which I've done before, Temple's Tombs, and the Grave Mistake. And then, yeah, that's how we're gonna do this, so, sounds great. Anyways, with that in mind, that's it for now. Till then.
Bye.